That's fine. I think that game is on me. Just didn't give enough energy, so we gotta do better. They won one game. We just gotta focus on the next one.
You're down 8, got fouls for 3. That point, you guys got out of there with them?
Always gotta believe. I believed in the end, it was close at the end, but we couldn't. So they won the game. Like I said, we just gotta focus on the next one.
You say not enough energy. Which aspects of the game?
Energy. Energy. What? Yeah, I mean, he's a big piece to our defense and offense, so we miss him a lot. Great. I just told him, keep going. When you open, shoot the ball. When they close out to you, drive it like you do, and just hoop.
Like maybe, is this a case of playing with fire before you win too many times? Because I've had some good comebacks. The odds sometimes catch up with you.
Yeah, it's fine. We won 3 games. It's first, like I said, it's first to 4. And no matter if you win in 4 or in 7, you just gotta win 4.
Do you feel Carl Anthony finally kind of broke out of his slump? Did you do anything differently to kind of thwart your defense, or did he just finally just start making shots?
No, yeah, I think there was 2 big threes for them. We were up 1, hit 2 big threes. That was really clutch. So we got to do a better job on him.
Luka, from star to star, watching Anthony today, what do you think about his effort in a must-win game for them?
Yeah, great effort. He played amazing. He's an amazing player, so he's going to play great.
Luka, what's the mindset going to Minnesota?
We got to win 4 games. What mindset? We got to win 1 more game, that's it.
Kyrie, obviously a chance to close it out tonight at home. Just what stands out from a loss like this, in your opinion?
What stands out is just our competitive spirit, especially throughout the game. That first quarter, we only scored 20 points, gave up 27. It's uncharacteristic for us to kind of be in that type of battle in the first quarter. We usually like to keep the game pretty close, even though, later in the game we caught up. But how I started off in particular, the game with a few turnovers, and if I'm setting an example like that, then other guys are going to follow suit, unfortunately, at times. And, it just leads to just that lackadaisical play. So that's on me, taking accountability. I got to start off the game a lot better and just get a shot up at the rim instead of turning the ball over. So I think, starting off the game, we just weren't in a great rhythm as of yet. We picked it up in the second half a little bit more. But, yeah, just a few costly turnovers and, some miscommunications on the defensive end during some crucial times in the game. Felt like that was the difference tonight.
Kyrie, is with obviously the chance to close out the series, how much is there disappointment? Is that the right emotion to take from a game like this, disappointment?
Yeah, we're human. I mean, we go out there and try to win. So, we come in here with the right mentality, right preparation. We feel like we put ourselves in a great position to win the basketball game. We obviously fell short. We failed at that. But there are still some positives that we can take moving forward. And like I said to the previous question, just a few timely shots that they hit in that fourth quarter and that third quarter where it was some miscommunication. We just got to be better. And a few breakdowns in that first half, too. Mike Conley getting to the rim for open layups and just breakdowns happening. And, the game is within balance, and we're trying to break the lead open a little bit more. We got to do it, how we've been doing it majority of the second half of the season. That's on the defensive end. The offensive end is going to take care of itself at times. We're going to make or miss shots. But defensively, that's where we have to make our presence be felt. And I think it also starts in terms of matching their physicality or overpowering their physicality in the beginning of the game. It was a very physical game. Calls were going back and forth. Yeah, there is a level of disappointment. That's a human emotion, but also just a natural reflection of just how we can play better moving forward and just, wash our hands with this one. They got a win. They're a great team. I've been saying it all series. So we expect them to do the same thing when in Minnesota, just coming out with that physicality, playing to their home crowd, and making things difficult on me and Luka.
And then when you and Luka both have abnormal shooting nights, is it something where you look at it and it's a desire to get better shots for you guys, or is it just it's baked into the game plan that you guys hit tough shots and that's what you have to? The adjustment is just making more of those tough shots.
I mean, we're in the NBA, man. I don't think no team's gonna lay down and just give me and Luka open shots. So, I think when I look at just the quality of our shots, I think a few of them could be better. A few of them were rushed. A few of them were in and out, especially in when the game is in the balance. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm thinking about all the plays where it could have gone either way. But yeah, it just takes a higher level of focus, and also just understanding that we have to run the plays that work, and we have to continue to pick on the other guys that we want to see guarding us, and just continue to feed each other confidence and continue to trust our teammates. Good things happen when you just consistently just turn to the next play, and that's what me and Luka have done, and I think he can speak for himself too, but we've seen it. We're just on to the next play, and down the stretch, we just got to stay together, and when the game is getting close, just go to our plays and make sure we're ready to knock down shots and be decisive. A few times I got in the lane, I was indecisive. I turned the ball over late. So a lot of this is on me, just being able to start the game well and then also finish the game well. We had spurts, I had spurts, but I got to put a full 48-minute game together with my teammates and be better for them.
Kyrie, if you don't mind sharing, was there anything you told the players in the locker room, the younger players who maybe wanted to close out tonight and celebrate?
You said, what do I tell them?
Yeah, did you say anything to the younger players?
No, it's not my place right now to tell them anything. I just allow them to feel the emotions like I'm feeling it. Be human, go home, and then get a great night's rest and come to the practice facility tomorrow. I'll be ready to watch film, consistently get better. I mean, we've been putting one foot in front of the other all season. So, a loss like this, it definitely stings. It definitely hurts. And, like I said to that question, it's a level of disappointment. But this is part of the competitive side of basketball too. You win some and you lose some, and we would have loved to close out on our home floor. Sorry, fans, didn't happen. I think moving forward, now we know this is just us getting to know one another in stressful environments like this. First time closing out to go to the NBA Finals. It's a new thing for us. So I like to err on the side of just giving us grace, and I'll take all the pressure that comes with this, and I'm used to it. So
They came out with McDaniels as the primary defender on you for the first time this series. What, if any, impact do you think that had?
I mean, he has a huge impact, Tim. I mean, he's a 6'9" wing defender that I'm seeing now for the first time from the start of the game. So it's going to be an adjustment, but I love it. I relish in these type of opportunities. It's not the first time I've gone against a taller defender. So we're going to have our battles, but I don't want to make it a one-on-one battle between me and Jaden. I got to be smart on the offensive end and defensively, just be in the right positions to create some mismatches on the other end when we get stops. So. Okay.
And the first thing Luka said when he came in here was that this game's on him. He said he didn't play with enough energy. What do you think of him feeling like this one was on him?
I mean, he's not alone in this. I expect him to say something like that, especially knowing how much he cares and how much he wants to win and how much he wants to lead our group. So I expect nothing less. I think you heard me too just say that it's on me, and that's what you're supposed to hear from your leaders of your team. We know that we didn't play with the best energy, or we didn't create enough opportunities for us to get easy baskets enough, and just got to take the hit on the chin, man. It's not the first time we've been hit, so it's just competitive sports. It's what makes it great.
Kyrie, you guys probably figured that Karl Anthony was due to have a good game, and it looked like he was making a concerted effort to put his head down, get to the basket. Why do you think he was, in general, more effective tonight?
I mean, despite the criticism that he's received, the unfair criticism at times, even though he's not shooting the ball particularly well, or he didn't shoot for the first 3 games, he's a great player. I respect him. I know my peers respect him, and my teammates respect him. So, some of the shots that he was hitting tonight, he missed in the first 3 games, and he was getting to the rim, but we had bigs there. Contesting his shot. So it was a little bit tougher. But, there were, again, in the fourth quarter and looking back at some of those plays that he took advantage of. It was top of the key. They were running the same play, and then also some flare screens where he was the catch and shoot recipient. So we just got to be aware of him, where he's moving on the floor. He's trying to hide behind the defense and get some easy ones. So, that's what great players do. They figure it out, and it's a series. It's a small season series. So I expected him to at least come out with the aggression to put his team in a great position to win the ball game, and he did. So he accomplished that, and now we, move forward. Mm-hmm.
Kyrie, you've seen a lot of great players in big moments over the years. Anthony Edwards comes out. They need to win this game, obviously. Just want to get your thoughts on his effort tonight, leading them to the win.
I mean, he's been pretty consistent just in terms of coming at us and having a no-fear mentality like I talked about before, but also he's very confident in himself. And, if I'm on that other side, I don't want to lose either. So that's usually when great players go deep into their bag. They, start bringing out things that they know that they're great at to adjust to what the defense is throwing at them. And if they convert, they convert. But he's going to keep firing away. So we just got to be prepared to show him bodies and, make it tough on him.
Kyrie, despite the loss, what are some positive areas within this game that you would like to take to the next game?
I just feel like we have a consistent fight about us. I mean, it doesn't matter what lead we're dealing with or if another team has a lead on us. We always feel like we're in a position to win the basketball game. I think tonight some of those shots that Cat was hitting took the wind out of our sails. And Anthony got down, got a few easy layups, a few pull-ups. And then when we went down 6, I just feel like we stopped pushing the ball a little bit, and that starts with me. I just got to continue to keep my pace up and get into the lane and finish my shots that I have on Rudy. Those are things that I'm going to correct moving forward, but I just got to stay aggressive. And for our team's sake, we just have to, consistently do the little things where we affirm each other in every huddle that we're okay. And coming out tonight, we felt like we were okay, but you can tell there was an emotional fatigue of fans and us, and everybody was pressured. And, it's a new space. So now we just got to deal with this loss, and get ready for Minnesota and enjoy that ride there, man, because it's going to be hostile.
Daniel, obviously a chance to, right here, close it out tonight with a sweep, but that didn't happen. Where do you think is the biggest disconnect when it comes to tonight's game?
I really can't put my finger on it. I felt like we fought all the way to the end. We just missed a couple of shots at the end. There were some great looks. We got the looks that we wanted. They just didn't fall for us.
Daniel, I wanted to ask about just Anthony Edwards coming out for them and kind of leading them as a young guy. What do you think about his performance tonight?
I mean, he came out with energy. You really can't put too many words to that. He came out ready to play.
Dan, you've been playing with Derek, obviously, most of the year. First off, how good has he been, and how did you guys have to try to adjust without him tonight?
Derek has been great. He's came out ready to play night in, night out. He's been picking up the slack with me, of course, because last couple of games I haven't been really ready to play. I feel like, I'm letting the team down in a lot of areas, and he really helps me motivate myself because, as hard as he's working, I want to be able to do the same thing, so I got to be better for him. But, in all honesty, we just have to have that next man up mentality and just be able to kind of withstand that punch that they're trying to throw at us.
Daniel, when Luka was up here, he said that he himself had a little bit of a lack of energy tonight. Would you say that was something among the team, or was that just an assessment that Luka made for himself?
And it might have been 50-50, I would say. I really can't talk for everybody else. I know for a fact that I didn't come out ready to play at all. My energy was low, and I had to really just kind of, dig deep, kind of pull just some type of energy out just to be able to kind of come out and just play basketball at the end of the day. Those guys weren't going to go down easy, and they came out tonight and they hit us in the mouth, and we had to adjust to it. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you one more thing. So you said you felt like you kind of let the team down. I know you're a hard worker. That's going to motivate you going into Game 5, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, this one hurts. We was expecting to be happy at the end of the game, and now we're pissed off.
Coach Kidd, after that Game 4 loss, what was your message to your team?
Yeah, we'll go look at the tape and see how we can get better.
What stands out in a game like this where they started out Anthony Edwards defensively on Luka, and he pretty much took the onus and said it's on him. But what stands out to you?
Yeah, I thought for Minnesota, they got to the free throw line early in that first quarter. When you look at, I think Ant had 8 free throws, but I thought again, we took a stand, and in that second quarter we started to play better on both ends. And then, just understanding the third quarter, we came out, first and third, we were not very good, tonight. So we'll look at that to see how we can be better. But the second and fourth, put ourselves in a position to win the game. But, we got to be better for 4 quarters. And you give Minnesota credit. They came out and fought and found a way to win.
Coach, with Anthony today, they're in a must-win game. He came out, had a great game. He led his team. What do you think about his effort just as a young leader for that team?
He's been playing at a high level all season. He's one of the best young players, or take the young part off, he's one of the best players in this league. And so, again, give Minnesota credit. They fought. They found a way to extend the series. Now it goes back to Minnesota.
Jason, over here. Jason, with obviously the ability to close it out tonight, is there disappointment that you guys weren't able to do that, or is that the wrong emotion to have after a game like this?
Yeah, understand what, if we won this game, we do close it out, but it's hard to close in this league. And so understanding that we didn't play our best, give Minnesota credit, they did. And so we're headed to Minnesota tomorrow and to play Game 5.
With Maxey returning, what did you see from him? What was the plan with him minutes-wise?
Yeah, I thought he did great. Maxey was really good. He hasn't, played in a while, but I thought he was a plus for us, and that just will only help us as we go forward, as we get healthy.
Cat obviously hadn't shot the ball well in this series until tonight. How much of that is a great shooter finally finding a rhythm, and how much of that was the looks that you guys gave him?
Yeah, you got to give him credit. He was aggressive. He was, posting up. He was driving the ball. He got some great looks at threes that he had missed early in this series that he knocked down. So give him credit.
Switch things up on Luka, putting Ant on him. What impact do you think Ant's defense and that change had?
I don't know if it changed anything. He's a competitor. He loves the competition, so he's going to guard everybody. That's what he wanted to do. I mean, he was in foul trouble. And so I don't know if it was that he did anything different. Luka's seen everything defensively, and so the double teams, for us as a group, we got great looks coming down the stretch. We just didn't make them. In this series, we've been knocking down late threes, wide open threes. This evening we didn't, but you would have to ask Luka how he thought he did on him.
Coach, sometimes the best adjustments that you can, make as a head coach is maybe getting their mind off basketball a little bit, calling a film study, and then, doing something else to maybe distract them or get their heads just in a different place. Is that maybe your mindset going into Minnesota, or is it just not that time of the season?
Well, we're going to watch the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Mavs, so I think that'll be something different in the sense of we'll look at what we can do. This isn't time to go for a bike ride or go to the park or the zoo. We got to figure out how to slow these guys down. We got a responsibility. We got a job to do, and that's to find a way to win in Minnesota. We can do that after the season. Take our mind off of basketball. Right now, this is a great opportunity for us as a young team to go through this. There's no reason to figure out or think about something else. This is how do we get better? What mistakes did we make? This is a new group going against one of the best teams in the league. So I don't think we're going to have time to do something different right now.
Coach, you talk about trust a lot. What are some things Jaden's done, whether it be in practice or in the games, to kind of earn more of your trust and earn more minutes in the postseason?
Yeah, you look at his ability to score. He's not scared. He knows how to play the game, and he's doing it at a high level for us. And just understand we're going to need that, from this point on. And I think, again, the trust from the coaches and also from his teammates. They trust that he's going to do the right thing, and you can see that in this series. He's playing at a high level. And so, again, on the road, we're going to need his scoring, his playmaking.
Him getting more comfortable as the playoff games go by?
Yeah, you can see that he's getting more comfortable. The energy, with D Live out, I thought he did a great job of giving us that lift energy-wise. And so, again, we're gonna need his energy, we're gonna need his scoring, and then we're gonna need his defense. But I love the way Hardy's playing right now.
Jason, you said at the outset that you guys were not good in those 2 quarters. Later on, you mentioned shot making. Was there anything else specifically in those 2 quarters that you were alluding to?
Yeah, we fouled too much. We got to stop fouling. We got to keep them off the line. And then also we got to guard the 3 better. We just didn't guard the 3 better. I mean, as well as we should. Also, we didn't shoot the ball well. So there's a lot of things that we can do better, and hopefully we can do that in the next game.
Last question.
Coach, despite all that, it felt like some of the other games where you guys were going to turn it on in the last 5 minutes and win this game. Did you have a good feeling and good vibe again that it was going to flip and you were going to get it despite those stretches that weren't going the way you wanted?
Yeah, we had good looks. PJ had a good look. D. Jones had a good look. Corner threes, we couldn't ask for a better situation. The one that I felt that was going to put us in a good place was Luka's 3. The 3 he made, now it becomes, if he makes the free throw, it becomes a 2-point game. Now it becomes a free throw game. It puts the pressure back on them that they have to make free throws, and coming down the stretch, they had missed a couple. So now it's anyone's game with the timeout left. So that's where I thought the game could maybe change, but unfortunately we just didn't capitalize on that.